But a quality main event deserves a quality undercard, and I think Boxer and Ben Shalom, as you look along this top table, we can all agree that we've got some pretty good star-studded names taking part on this undercard. I'll go straight to the fighters before I get a word from Boxer promoter Ben Shalom. But just to introduce everybody one by one: Isaac Chamberlain, Ben Whittaker, Ben Shalom, Ezra Arona. But first and foremost, Franchesca Hennessy. Fran, great to see you. In addition to this card, the biggest stage and platform of your professional career today. How welcome was that news when your dad told you?
Oh, it was amazing. You know, I'm so happy and excited to be on this bill. And what a card! It's going to be a very exciting night, and I'm very excited to show the supporters what I've been working on.
What do you plan to bring to the show?
What I plan to bring every time: excitement, exciting ring walk, and definitely a very exciting performance.
What have you gathered from the 3 fights that you've had so far? It's all a learning curve, it's experience. You are in almost that sort of unenviable position of doing all your learning in front of the cameras. How have you found it so far?
I found it amazing, you know, having these 3 fights. I've really learnt a lot from them, and since my last fight I've had a bit of time to work on things, and I truly believe in my next fight you're going to see the best Fran Hennessy, and I'm also moving up to 8 rounds, so I think that is going to bring the best out in me.
I tease a little bit, but in terms of razzmatazz, star quality, what you like to do under the bright lights, including the ring walk and the skill set. You've got Ben Whittaker up here, who's probably the pound for pound king of ring walks in Britain at the moment. Have you got something up your sleeve that you've got waiting to unveil? Should Ben be worried about this one?
Sorry Ben, you got a little bit of competition. No, I'm joking. Yeah, but, you know, Ben's ring walks are amazing, and I'm definitely got a very good ring walk planned for everyone. So it's no fluke ring walk this time. It's planned. So. And
just finally, to box at a stadium, it is different. I hear fighters say, you know, it is different on the night. What are you expecting from the whole experience? Selhurst Park's not too far from home.
Oh, I'm expecting an amazing atmosphere. You know, I know every time my supporters come out, and it's going to be an amazing atmosphere, and I'm definitely going to put on a very good show for everyone. So I'm very excited, and yeah.
I think, Ben, we've enjoyed the progress of Franchesca so far.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind, really. I think I've mentioned before, but Mick was telling me about her for a few years before she turned over, and then to see her have a debut like she had was pretty phenomenal. But I think the talent speaks for itself. Yes, the showboating, yes, the numbers on social media are different to a lot of girls in her division, but also a lot of other girls in the female sport. But it comes down to talent, and she is a phenomenal talent. I expect her to go all the way. She's got ambitions to unify the division. She's got ambitions to become a multi-weight world champion. I think she'll achieve it all, but it's about now giving her the platform to express herself. Obviously a stadium show very close to her hometown on June the 15th is a special occasion in her career.
Thank you, Ben. Let's go next to Isaac Chamberlain. Isaac, welcome. What an opportunity for you, the chance to become European champion. It's not supposed to be easy, and it won't be against a quality champion in Michal Chislak. What are you expecting? What are you hoping, and what can we expect from you on the 15th?
Listen, on the 15th, it's going to be an amazing spectacle, man. You know, Cezak is a great fighter, stepping up to European. He's top 3 or 4 in all of the governing bodies. This is like an elimination for a world title. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, man. Obviously, he can't be here today, so I got my little Cezak face right here, and I'm going to crack him like the egghead that he is.
Just talk us through the decision-making process. You had options. What a social media storm we've had with the domestic rivals. Why this fight and why now?
Because he's the next step in my career. You know, I want to go for the European then the world title. I don't want to dibble around British level. You know, Shev and Vidal can fight each other, man, and do whatever the hell they're doing. I'm trying to be on bigger and better things. So, you know, it's going to be a great fight for this European title because he's going to come with everything. And I need to really be on point, you know, so I'm not really looking at them little fishes over there.
Of all the fights that were on the table, was this the most difficult?
Yeah, this is a much harder fight. This is definitely a much harder fight. He's had 10 more fights than me. He's boxed for the world title twice. He's a solid, strong Polish champion. He's going to bring a lot of Polish support as well. as he's done in the past in the UK. And I can't wait for this, man. It's going to be a massive fight.
If he was here, what would you say to him?
I'm going to crack him like an egg.
How do you beat him?
Just by being the best version of myself. You know, when it's time to box, I box. When it's time to fight, I fight. But it might get gritty in that ring. It might get crazy in that ring, and I might have to go blow for blow. And you know, who knows what might happen. But all I want to do is win and win emphatically, and give the fans, the South London fans that's going to pull up to Selhurst Park, a great night to remember.
Just finally, before I let you go, you look at this domestic cruiserweight scene at the moment, at world level, starting with Chris Billam-Smith and working its way down, which you're very much a big part of. Just how rewarding is it that you're near the top of that list? And do you think if you can get past Chislak, you can get a shot at the winner of the main event or a world title shot of your own?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to have a world title shot on my own and then obviously unify against the winner. That's what we're in here for. You know, so Ben and Mick, let's do something after this fight, yeah. So yeah, man, it's good. It feels great to be such a part of such a big domestic cruiserweight division, and one day I will be on top of that.
Ben, it's a great fight to have on the card. You were catching a few strays with the negotiations in that social media storm, but to have this on the card, you've worked closely with Isaac through Hennessy Promotions. I think we're all looking forward to it. Style-wise, should be a very, very good fight. Yeah,
very good fight. You have to admire Isaac. I think we know there were easier options out there for him. I think to take on Sizzler, who is a very, very experienced fighter, been at world level before, fighting for the European title, just shows where he's at in his career. He wants to go right to the top. He's got an eye on Richard Riakporhe and Chris Billam-Smith. He wants to be fighting for world titles. He knows what that's going to take, and so he wanted to take the toughest test and the biggest title, and that's his decision. You have to commend him for that. It's an extremely tough fight. I think he could steal it on the night. I think it's going to be an unbelievable fight. I
nearly bit, because as everyone was looking at the purse bids, and I was up on the phone to Mick, to Bobby, saying, should we just put in a bin and just fight this guy? Should we just do it? Should we just fight Chev? Because I saw the Twitter stuff, and I was like, you know what? Let me do it. But they calmed me down and said, listen, don't let the ego get in the way. Because obviously it wasn't Ben's decision. I know everyone's getting at it saying it was Ben's decision. No, it was our decision to be like, you know what, let's look for bigger things and let's not hang around with those guys over there. Let's go up for bigger things. So just want to get that out there.
Okay, well, I look forward to that fight of part of this terrific undercard, which brings us to our next two fighters at the top table. Welcome back, the African King, Ezra Arona. Probably in more comfortable surroundings. I mean, you made an impression, that is fair to say. Whether or not we all thought that we'd be in this position just a few months ago when you made your point at the Wardley Clark press conference, is it a case of now you've got to back it up? You've got your wish. You get to fight the surgeon Ben Whittaker. How happy are you that this is all done and dusted and you get to settle this in the ring?
First of all, I just want to quickly say thank you to everyone. Thank you to Sky. Thank you to Boxer for the opportunity. And special thanks to Oluwafemi and Anthony Joshua for inspiring me 8 years ago to pick up a boxing glove. Now we're here. And also special thanks to Ben Whittaker for not being a little pussy and accepting the fight as quick as possible, you know. So as I said, yeah, we're here now and it's time to go. You know, Ben Whittaker has shown he's a warrior and accepted my challenge. I get cried at the press conference, I made it happen, now we're here. So the fans are in for a treat. It's going to be a great night of boxing, and this is what boxing is about. This is what legacy is about. You know, you got to challenge yourself, you got to compete. I'm still a novice in the game, but I'm here fighting an Olympian, you know, silver medalist. How more daredevil can you get? So yeah, I'm here to show how great I am. I'm here to put in the work. And yeah, man, I hope he comes in ready. And yeah, it's going to be a great night of boxing. So
why him? Why Ben Whittaker? There's a lot of light heavyweights out there. Could have picked anyone. Why go after Ben Whittaker?
Yeah, my career has been self-made one, I'd say. My last fight was in Colombia. I was fighting in a village in Colombia. So for me, I said, okay, what next? I didn't want to come back to England fighting in smaller shows, and I needed to fry the biggest fish on the test myself. And who else than Mr. Olympian, Ben Whittaker. So yeah, here we are, and I said, let's go. And I know to bring great attention to me, and propel my career. And the British boxing fans now know me, and I'm here to put in the work, back it up, and show what I'm made of and show how great I am.
So do you rate him or do you not rate him?
Of course I rate him. He's an Olympian. Of course I rate him. He's been doing it since he was a kid. He's a great boxer. It's not going to be an easy fight for me. It's going to be the hardest fight, probably one of the hardest I've faced throughout my career. But I'm going to be ready for it. I'm training hard for it, day in, day out. And man, the best man on that night is going to be me, and I'm going to win.
So have you seen something in him that you think is a weakness or that you can capitalise on? What makes you so confident that you can beat him?
Because he's a man, he plays like me. That's it. Yeah.
Well, let's give Ben a chance to respond to a couple of those things. I wonder when you sat at that press conference for Wardy Clark, you're going to have to get used to this, I think, Ben. You're going to be big old target on those shoulders. What was your reaction at the time when Ezra made his point, and why now?
It's one of those things. I'm getting to a position where people are going to start doing these things. You ask them, why did you want me? There's many things. The clout, of course. But I'm going to make an example of him June 15th. That I'm not going to let people keep running up in these press conferences and getting these fights, so this will be the last one.
Do you know anything about him, or did you know anything about him before the press conference?
I was watching Coming to America yesterday, and I'm sure I've seen him in there.
He said a number of things there, but we had him on the podcast yesterday, and he's not particularly a fan of the Ben Whittaker package. Is that fair to say?
Well, when he was in the press conference with a whole heap of security guards, he was giving it mouth. When he's on your podcast, whole heap of mouth. And now he's on that mic, I respect him. Keep that same energy June 15th.
Bro, I want you to keep that same energy. I just say respect. I respect your boxing. I don't respect you as a person.
Yo, I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk.
You're
so simmer yourself down.
Yeah, man, don't tell me keep that energy, man.
Listen, bro, simmer yourself down.
The energy is here. The energy ain't gone nowhere, bro.
Back to what I was saying.
Yeah, keep talking.
I've not took any of my opponents serious, and there's no disrespect to them. But this kid, I'll take him 10% serious. That's all I need is 10%.
No problem. Come with the 10%,
when you see
boy.
That, you'll see.
Come with the 10%. I'll show you what I'm made of, man.
Listen, big man, simmer yourself down.
Listen, you haven't been no fire limit before. You haven't been no fire limit before.
Yo, you got a Rubik's Cube head, and your body's built like a beanbag.
That's what I'm saying. You're so shallow. You're so shallow. You got a Rubik's Cube head. Come on, grow up.
Listen, man, you need subtitles because nobody can hear you.
You're a kid. You're a child. You're a sport kid.
Yeah,
Just
cool.
let me interject there for 1 second. One thing about being one of the best amateurs in the world is that you go around the world twice, you see everything once. Everybody says you've never seen a style like mine, but do you believe that you have seen every style that there can be?
I've seen his style.
You boxed an Ezra Aronica before?
When I was probably 7 years old. That's what skill level he's got, and I'm going to show that.
All right, no problem. We're going to see on June 15th, right? And see those parts.
I don't know what he's saying, man. I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah. I don't know what he's saying.
No clue what Sonic the Hedgehog's saying.
Yeah, quiet, keep quiet.
Because I saw
little kid, keep quiet.
You
Shut the
took
fuck
a
up, keep quiet.
like Sonic the Hedgehog. You're terrible.
Shut up. Yeah.
Why are you getting nervous, man?
I ain't getting nervous,
your
bro.
blood pressure's getting high, man. Dry mouth and everything. Take a sip of your water and calm down.
Take a sip, bro.
I did as well. Good boy.
Do you want to taste so good?
I can't hear you,
I feel
man.
refreshed now. Let's go. Keep talking.
Okay,
keep talking.
Great.
Is it a case of be careful what you wish for?
Of course.
There's going to be a queue of people, obviously. Everybody wants to be the first man to beat Ben Whittaker. It's almost about that belt, the belt of beating Ben Whittaker. Presumably you're pretty comfortable with that. It's not something that's new to you.
That's what I like. That's what gets me up in the morning. I got up at 7 this morning and trained. I know he didn't. I did 3 sessions yesterday. I know he didn't because you're at your podcast humming and ahhing, trying to get the clout. The lifestyle's different. You talk it, I live it, and you'll see.
Bro, no problem. Yeah, you live it, but we're going to see on June 15th, innit? It's not too long. 7 weeks to go. Yeah, we're going to be there, innit? So everyone's going to see. No one's going to see.
I've already been in camp. You look ridiculous.
Yeah, bro, no problem. Say what you want to say, man. Yeah, so I've been training for 8 years non-stop, so I don't know what you're doing. I've been in camp.
When I hit you with a couple of jabs.
Oh, yeah, man. You're in for a shock, boy. I'm going to
I've seen your fight footage. I won't be in a shock.
All right. Let's you know what? Quickly, yeah. You talking so much. Yeah.
I'll let you talk. What are you talking?
No, let me talk. Let me say something.
And I've seen that you changed your chain from the Amazon chain. You got them, what's that, them beads? You made that yourself? That's
Yeah,
cute.
I made it myself. You don't know about this,
man.
bro.
That's cute,
As
man.
a coach about this,
Yeah,
I'll tell
that's
you what it's
cute,
about.
man.
I'll tell you what it's
Hey,
about,
after this, we'll buy you a chain and a watch to say thanks
See
for
what I'm
taking
saying?
the
You're
fight.
so shallow, man. See what I'm saying? Look at where your mind is. The chain on your watch. Is that why you do boxing? To buy a chain on your watch?
I do it to change
To
my
look
family's
flashy,
life.
bro.
I do it to
Nah,
change my
nah,
family's
it don't
life.
sound like that, but
I do it to change my family's life.
You buy two watches on Instagram and
Hey,
bro,
yeah, the
listen.
biggest Cartier,
Listen,
diamonds.
you're a lost soul, bro.
Yeah, BBS.
You're lost, and that's
Shout
why I'm
out
gonna
Trust
beat
Jewelers.
you. That's why I'm gonna beat you, man.
Let's
Yeah.
defuse
we'll
it
see.
for a second and bring in Ben Shalom. It's a fight that feels like it came out of nowhere. I think both of us sat at that press conference panicking a little bit, closest that we've had to the Conor McGregor. No disrespect to you, but who is this guy? Now he's here and he's made his...
Now you know me, the mystery man.
Exactly right. Shout-
Let's go, champ.
Beetlejuice.
Now he's here. What can we expect on fight night? I think you're going to have to get used to this. Everybody is going to want to call out Ben Whittaker.
Yeah, look, it's happening. It was happening after his first 3 or 4 fights. I think it's just good for someone like Ezra, who's coming, who's extremely confident, and who wants to take Ben's head off. For me, it's gonna walk straight into what Ben Whittaker's all about. But this is what Ben needs. He wants the big stages. He wants an opponent that's coming. A lot of opponents lose before they even get in the ring with Ben Whittaker. I'm hoping Ezra won't. I'm hoping he's going to come with everything that he's been talking, and we're going to see him come out explosive, and we'll see a great fight. But this is what it's about, and it prepares everyone. It prepares Ben for the big stages, because he's going to have a whole lot of fighters wanting to take his head off, and this will be the first of many.
Okay, well, has anybody got anything else they want to add before we wrap this press conference up? I don't want anybody to feel that they haven't been given a chance to speak. Ben, are you happy?
Sizzler.
I do not.
Oh dear. Anybody on this side? Fran, you're happy? Ezra,
I don't
you're
think he
happy?
speaks English.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Are we going to pose for head-to-heads now and then we'll stay around? Yeah, we're going to pose for head-to-heads now. If everyone at the front can stay down so everyone can get their shot, then everybody is going to be available for one-to-ones. So make sure you join us in about 15-20 minutes' time for the main event press conference. Thank you very much.